How can they call on the name they have not believed in? And how can they believe in the one of whom they have not heard? And how can they hear without someone preaching to them? And how can anyone preach unless they are sent? As it's written, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring good news. Greeting, guys. It is me here with a message of the kingdom of heaven. And guys, we are still finishing, continuing. In fact, I think this one is the last one. I hope so. And I'm believing this one is the last one, because we've been speaking about being sent, because it was just in my spirit, that it's important, guys, when you are sent, to realize that when a person does not obey the word of God, that person is going to give you problems. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. David did not want the Israelites to deal with Jesus because he didn't want the Israelites to frustrate his son. He himself dealt with rebels, So in the new covenant, he brought Jesus and he said, if they don't obey your commands, get rid of them. That's why Jesus says, do not call me Lord, Lord, and don't do what I say. I deny you. He gets rid of you. That's why he says, children do not sin, but if you do sin, there's blood. A child is one who sins innocently, who doesn't understand. But he says, once you've received the truth and you know it and you continue in sin, they no longer sacrifice, meaning he gets rid of you. You understand? Don't deal with people who have chosen, who have decided to disobey that man. They will give you problems. I don't have time, guys. I'm not going to forfeit my soul for people. If I'm going to forfeit my soul, guys, I'm going to do it myself on my own terms, not because of people, not because of anyone. No one here on earth has a right to do that. You understand? So I've been speaking a lot about that. But here, what I want to speak most about, but before I also get to it, I want to speak about the fact that it's not the pastors you are going to be obeying. Guys, I'm not important, Just because I'm sent, it doesn't mean that I'm important. I'm not important. You are not important if you are called. But people are not supposed to be obeying your laws. Guys, I don't have laws. Believe me, guys, I am free-spirited, And the only person who's able to tame me, guys, is that man upstairs, Jesus. The guy is able, but no one else, because I'm free-spirited, So if you are like that, you'll be lucky to get Jesus, because you'll get someone who will be able to tame you. Because, guys, you see, human beings without laws, you're dealing with animals. Human beings, guys, without laws, you're dealing with animals. I'm telling you. So we need laws in order to operate, and deal with one another, because laws, they protect, they don't restrict, but they protect me from you, they protect you from me, because we are animals. We need laws. Even Adam, when he was spiritually alive, he was given a law, not because there was something wrong with him, but because human beings without laws, guys, that's just animals. Even when Adam died spiritually, he became a greater animal, so without laws. So I very much appreciate my dude upstairs, because he's able to tame me. He's the only one, guys, who can tame me, guys. Even a president can't tame me, guys. No one can tame me. I'm untamable. But that man, that's why I'm crazy about him. He was able to do things that no one else can do, so at the end of the day, we need to realize that. But you read about Moses and you find pastors telling you about Moses, people obeying Moses, as if like people were supposed to obey Moses. Guys, people were not supposed to obey Moses. People were supposed to obey the laws that they dished through Moses, or to Moses, to the people. You understand? So they are not supposed to obey you. Guys, you're not supposed to obey me. I can't take you to heaven. I don't have what it takes. My blood is tainted. I don't have any message to take you to heaven. It's Jesus who comes from there. I want to make it to where Jesus is. And if you want to make it to where Jesus is, you will take his teachings, even if they are harsh. Guys, Jesus' teachings are harsh. Guys, these aren't my teachings. They are hard, but they are not my teachings. I took from Jesus because I want to make it to his kingdom. And I realized, damn, they are hard. Guys, when I got saved, even though the way I got saved, guys, was different. One day I'll speak about it. But when I started going to church and I was listening to pastors, because I took everything they were saying to heart, and I hear them saying, he will bless you with this, he will bless you with that, he will bless you with this, and I realized, damn, I'm going to be a blessed story, I'm going to have flashy cars, I'm going to be living in these mansions. In fact, I'm going to be living in a mall, the way they were preaching. I was like, damn, I'm not going to be living in a mansion, but I'm going to be living in a mall, So I sat down and I was like, damn, I found my magic pill, the one who will actually do everything I want here on earth, not realizing that, damn, when Jesus started dealing with me, guys, little did I know, guys, when he said, you're not going to make it to my kingdom. Don't listen to that. Don't love the world and the things of the world. You're not going to make it to my kingdom, And for me, it was like, damn, Jesus, what are you talking about? Pastor said you were my magic pill. What are you talking about? You were going to make me this blessed story, this success story. Now you're telling me that I shouldn't love these things. Hell, never, man. You suck. Guys, believe me when I tell you, I told my Lord, I said, you suck, because I believed this blessed story, this blessings message and riches message. And when Jesus said, you're not going to make it to my kingdom, I was like, you suck, you know. Guys, me and my mouth, I'm pretty sure they sit there in heaven and they're like, Jesus, this one is worse than Peter. This one is weird. Guys, I'm actually the weird one. But guys, it is what it is. I just tell it like it is. I told my Lord, you suck. But then I realized that I want to go to where my Lord is. Guys, that's it. Because I want to go to where my Lord is, I started taking his teachings. But then I sat and I was like, damn, these teachings are hard. What are you talking about, my Lord? These teachings are hard, But at the end of the day, guys, if you want to make it to where Jesus is, you take his teachings. Just because people don't want it, that is not your problem. You see, guys, people did not hate Jesus, the person of Jesus. They hated the message that he brought, because they thought, since he calls himself the child of God, God is the one who created the world. So obviously he must be rich. He must be giving them riches and monies. You understand? But when they realized that, damn, this dude is preaching this and that, we don't like this. So it wasn't the person of Jesus they hated. It was the message that he brought. You understand? So when they don't want to hear your message, when you're preaching Jesus' message, don't be offended. Guys, I'm not offended. If you listen to this show and you're like, damn, I don't like this, I'm not offended. Why? It's not my message. It's Jesus' message. You understand? So it's not me you hate. It's Jesus you hate. You understand? So at the end of the day, guys, you need to get to that place, a place where you understand. So if people don't want to hear your message, it's Jesus they don't want to hear. That's why Jesus says, if they hated me, they will hate you. If they killed me, they will kill you. If they persecuted me, they will persecute you too. You understand? So do not be offended. I'm not offended. Guys, I've been to places and I've been called to preach. And when I started opening 1 John 2:15, people looking at me with those eyes and stuff and saying that I'm standing in their blessings. As much as I was pained by that, I was hurt by that, but I realized, them, it's not me they hate, it's Jesus, because this is not my word. I've been sent by that dude. So if they don't want to hear it, it's not my message. I can't take anyone to heaven, guys. I don't have what it takes. My blood is tainted. You understand? So it is what it is. So we've been speaking about that do not keep people, guys, who don't want to obey that man of this. It's not you they have to obey, it's daddy. You must dish them daddy's message, Jesus' message. It's simple as that. You understand? So do not keep those. And also you need to be faithful, because I think this is the last part, 5 of 5. Now here it says, how can they call on the one they have not believed in? And how can they believe in the one of whom they have not heard? So they need you in order to hear. You understand? So you must be sent. That's why, guys, I always tell you that Jesus will appear to certain individuals in every generation. He doesn't appear to everyone, but he does appear to certain individuals for his own reasons. Why? He needs to keep his kingdom alive. You understand? And the testimony must be alive as well, that he is alive. You understand? Because if a person who doesn't know Jesus preach to you, when they realize that you don't like what they're saying, they change the message. Look at Jesus' disciples. Even though they were flogged, even though they were persecuted, even though they were killed, even though they were hated, they never changed. Why? It's because of the proof that they have. You understand? It's because of the proof that they had. You understand? So they couldn't change, because even if you say, guys, if you know something, even if you don't tell people, you can't pretend to yourself not to know that thing. You understand? You will still know it. So that's what I love about the church of Peter, James, John, these were the people who saw Jesus, who saw the same thing, who saw him walking on water, who saw him multiplying bread, who saw him, raising the dead and healing the sick, and saw him dying and be raised to life and then ascending to heaven. So all of them, they had the same testimony. So when people came against them and flogged them and killed them, they couldn't change, because it's like, I can't pretend to myself. I know what I know. You understand, guys? So Jesus who has that tendency of revealing himself to certain individuals, so that he will keep the testimony alive, so that when people start saying negative things, you won't turn. You won't turn because you know something, guys. When you know something, even if people don't want it, you won't turn. Why? It's because of what you know. You might not tell them, but because of what you know, you will stick to the message. You understand? You will stick to the message of Jesus because of what you know. You understand? So they need to hear this message, but you need to be sent, and how can they hear without someone preaching to them? So you need to preach to them. And how can they preach unless they are sent? So Jesus has to send people, just like he's sending you. Guys, I believe I'm speaking to the sheep, not the wolves. Guys, I don't have time for the wolves, because wolves are pretenders. I don't have time. I hate hypocrisy. I hate pretension as well, So I'm dealing with wolves. I'm dealing with sheep, because sheep will listen to Jesus. So as it's written, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring good news. So this is beautiful news. Guys, I remember, I'm finishing now, when I was young and I realized that I was called, when I was busy, guys, with my career, and I was like, Jesus, why did you call me? Why didn't you call my neighbor? Why didn't you call that? But guys, realizing the truth, and I was like, damn, this is the most important job ever. The most important, because see, guys, at the end of the day, we are going to be judged by the laws of the kingdom of heaven. Guys, at the end of the day, we're going to be judged by the laws of the kingdom of heaven. Now, if people are going to be judged by the laws of the kingdom of heaven, why can't you give up your life and preach the laws of the kingdom of heaven, so that on that day, when they're standing there, Jesus will be like, did you know? Yes, I knew. She told me. Nini told me. You understand? But I did not want it. You understand? Because you sit and you're like, Jesus, there are so many churches. Obviously, guys, I had that mentality. I was like, Jesus, there are so many churches. You understand? These pastors are preaching. Why are you calling me? I'm busy with my career. You understand? I'm busy with my thing. You understand? So you can send these pastors. Already there are churches. Why do you need more people? Do you want everyone to be called? You understand? But realizing that these pastors are not even preaching the word of God. Jesus says that you will still be going through the towns of Israel at that time. When I come back, you'll still be preaching, because people, guys, are refusing the message of Jesus, and pastors are changing the message. So you have to go and preach exactly what is right. Even if they hate you and kill you, it doesn't matter. They won't kill the message. They can kill you. They've killed Peter. They gouge John's eyes off. You understand? They killed the Stephen, you understand? But they did not kill the message, because the Bible is still there. You understand? So even if they kill you, you're not the first one, neither will you be the last one. You understand? So unless, guys, you are ready to die for Jesus, you can't stand the heat. Guys, I'm able to stand the heat because I've been there. I know how it feels like when people hate your message. You end up alone, guys. You become a loner. Guys, I am a loner, and I'm fine with it. I'd rather be alone than being with people who don't want the message of Jesus. Jesus. Guys, I'm telling you, I'd rather be alone than be with people who don't want to hear Jesus' message, who wants to hear their own beliefs. No, guys. So if you are called, you need to be strong, stand firm, and be courageous. Daddy told this guy, Caleb, he said, be strong. No, Joshua, he said, be strong. You understand? Be courageous. Why? These people, guys, will come against you, because they don't want to hear it. Guys, they will look at you with those eyes. They will want to stone you to death. I'm telling you, if they had guns, guys, people would have killed me long time ago. Believe me when I say they don't want to hear. So I get rid of them. Before you get rid of me, I'll get rid of you. If I realize you don't want it, I'll get rid of you, because I cannot get rid of Jesus. I must get rid of you. It's simple as that. So it's important, because people, guys, on that day, they will be judged by the message of Christ. They will be judged by the laws of the kingdom of heaven. So you sit and you're like, well, I'm going to do this work, because on the last day, everyone is going to be judged by it. So it's the most important job. Believe me, it doesn't pay. You guys, you won't get money if you preach guys, if you preach Jesus' message, it's okay if you, like pastors, preach riches, they will give you riches. If people preach blessings, they will build houses for you and give you fleshy cars. But if you preach Jesus' message, you're not going to get any money. I don't have any money. I don't get any money. I don't want any money. Just stick to the truth. Thank you.